Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
If you're eyeing up the solar power or financial sectors and you're looking to those sectors for some top stock picks, well, you've come to the right place because Brian Hamilton and Eric Dutram have picks in each of those categories. Brian, you drew the solar power straw.
Yes, Terry, thanks. I'm going to discuss Daqo New Energy, who is headquartered in China, and they manufacture and sell polysilicon for solar power. Recently, management has been focusing on decreasing costs while increasing production, and they have been very successful at that. They have decreased production costs by over 12%, decreased cash costs by over 11%, and saw production increase by over 30%. Now, this translated into an incredible earnings report where they saw quarter-to-quarter increases in net income above 200%. Wow. Revenues were up over 27%, and they increased their margins by 23%. Management has attributed these great gains to increased demands in China, India, Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Now, if you notice, given these great numbers, you'll see the estimates have massively increased for the company for the next quarter, the following quarter for 2016 and 2017. The next two quarters estimates have jumped by double. Now, another great thing about this company is they have a history of not just beating the estimates, they have an over 200% average positive earnings beat surprise. So when these guys report next month, there's going to be pretty high expectations for them.
Next month being May, of course.
On the 13th they report, yes.
May 13th.
And a pretty strong industry rank for solar right now. I think it's top 15%. So you got to like a lot of the solar names in this environment.
Well, top that, Mr. Dutram.
Well, I'll do my best. Today I'm looking at CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They're based right across the street from us here in Chicago. This is going to be an interesting company, an interesting report to watch. They report on Thursday before the bell. CME, one of their key areas is the interest rate futures. And for a long time, interest rate futures were a pretty, boring place to invest, largely because no one thought the Fed was going to do anything different. And for a long time, that was the case. But now with some changes in federal interest rate policy and some speculation over future interest rate hikes and, possibly even a cut, some people are thinking down the line, there's more bets to be made on the interest rate world, and that's great news for CME. Another key area for CME is their energy market. They do a lot in the crude oil futures, and this has also been a more volatile area. And more volatility is just great news for companies that do the exchanges for these types of products. So that's why if we look to the recent chart for CME, we can see that the consensus estimates over the last couple of years have been sharply negative for back in 2012 and 2013. However, more recent numbers, 2014, 2015, 2016, have all been much higher. We can see that the consensus estimates have been moving in the right direction, and I think this is largely due to this interest rate future situation and speculation over more bets being made on interest rates. We can also see that CME has a great track record when it comes to earnings estimates. They haven't missed since 2014, and we're riding a streak of about 5 straight beats, so the company has proven it can deliver during earnings season. This is also a very high margin business, 60% margins for this company, and it's got that network effect that makes it tough for new competitors to break into. It's a Zacks rank number 3 right now. It does have an A score for momentum. It does have a top 15% industry rank for the exchange space. So I like a lot of the exchange companies coming up. I do own CME in my personal account, and I think while this current quarter is going to really be about the guidance, and I think as we see more interest rate changes, this is definitely going to be a stock for investors to watch.
Okay. Thank you both for that. Don't forget, more stock information on our website, Zacks.com. You hear me say it a lot. I can't say it often enough, as a matter of fact. Link to it all off the homepage. Stock picks, stock picking strategies, and commentary. With Brian and Eric, I'm Terry Ruffalo.